All right, I know I'm really bad at doing the whole video thing. I was really trying to get some video done before this, but you guys, it's been crazy. Okay, so the first thing I want to tell you is I did not complete Camp NaNoWriMo. I know, I said I was going to, but it's been a little difficult. And if the camera's wobbling a little, it's because the building is actually moving. So I have it still, I promise you, but it's just, it will not stay still. It's driving me crazy. So I'm gonna have to find another place to hook up my camera thing to. Okay. All right, we're just gonna go with it because otherwise I won't get it done. All right, so I didn't finish Camp NaNoWriMo. And I didn't finish the book. Loved it in Lahaina. It's still on, but work has been crazy. As some of you know, I'm now a property manager, and so the previous management and managing company and stuff, they didn't do the best job, and so there are a lot of things wrong that I am going to have to go back through and fix. And so it's been a little tough because I've had to scan files, upload files. Now I'm having to fix files. Some of the financials are rocky, and so I have to go through and fix everything that was done wrong or wasn't done at all. And I kind of got overwhelmed. I gave up on the book because I was just like, you know what? I just can't think. I can't think. So we went to the beach instead. Yay! So I have been getting some beach time in. The waves, however, were really big last week over in Kihei. So, or yesterday, I mean. And so we didn't get to as much beach time as we wanted. But it was still fun. You know, my husband and I, we went out and wandered and just walked along the shore and played in the waves. But yeah, no big shells. I found some little shells, little white cockles. Other than that, no. But we have been finding finger coral, which is really cool. Here, let me get. So it's funny how certain beaches have certain things. And so the one beach that we go to in Kihei, they have these pieces of coral, the finger coral, that fall off. They break off, they die from the coral, and they just fall off. So we did find quite a few of those. So that was really fun. And then I found this one. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of a cool little shell. Yeah, so basically that's what we found. So at that beach, we're finding lots of finger coral, which is fun because we used to find it all the time when we used to visit. And then for the longest time, we couldn't find it, but it's back. Yay! So we're finding lots of finger coral, some shells. Yesterday, like I said, I don't have it with me, but I found this little white cockle. It was really cute, perfect condition. Yeah, so I'm just relaxing. Taking it easy. Sorry, there's a little bit of a glare. I just got back from church. It was a beautiful walk. Church is just down the street for me now, and so I like to walk on Sundays. It's just really nice. Usually Sunday morning before I get there, it's cooler. But then, you know, church gets over about 10 o'clock. So the walk back isn't that bad, but I got back a little later because we have the first Sunday of every month, we have brunch. And so that's, okay, I'm back. I ended up getting my milk. I love milk. Okay. So yeah, I'm a little bummed that I didn't get the book finished. And honestly, I'm having a hard time with it. I don't know, there's just something, you know, I think I figured out what I'm not thrilled with about this book is, if you've read my other novels, the Never series, which is Never Forsaken, Never Forgotten, and Never Forfeited, and then Redeemed is the fourth book. It's a companion book. They're all written in third person POV, you know, where it's he, she, they, we, and stuff like that. I've never written a book in first person, which is obviously from one point of view. And so I've been trying to write this Loved in Lahaina. I thought, because I've seen that other people do it and it's been done really, really well. So I thought I'm gonna do all my romance books for the Maui series in first person point of view. And I think I've realized I don't like to write it that way. I think that's the issue, is that I'm not happy with it because it's not, it doesn't feel comfortable for me to write that way. I'm struggling with getting just her point of view. And so I'm thinking I'm gonna have to rewrite it, which, you know, it happens. And so, and it's not a big deal. I mean, it won't take me that long once I sit down to do it. But I'm gonna wait until, I'm gonna pick at it, but I'm gonna wait until all the craziness with my job settles down a little. I'm nearing the end of it. I'm still, you know, we got a backlog of stuff, but it's becoming more manageable. And I have discovered that I'm kind of stressing myself out. And so it's hard when you want to write a book and when you feel called to write a book. And I want my writing to be my life. I want it to be my income. I want to make a living at it. But I really kind of stink at the marketing. And so that's just been a struggle for me. And so, yeah, the book is going to come out sometime this year. I'm not going to push myself. I'm going to just enjoy it and enjoy the process. But in the meantime, I'm going to get back to writing the way I used to write. I'm not going to do the first person anymore because it's just been such a struggle, because I keep trying to include other people's point of views, and you can't do that with first person. It has to be one person's point of view. And so, yeah, it's been a challenge. So that's where I stand right now on that book. And then there's this other thing that I'm working on. I have decided, I think I mentioned it last week, but I'm going to be doing a young adult fantasy series. And it's going to have dragons and druids and mermaids and trolls and all that stuff. And it's the weirdest thing. I got this, it was a dream actually a couple months ago. I had this awesome dream, and normally I don't write down my dreams because it's just a dream and usually it fades. But this dream was so amazing. I literally, the next morning when I woke up, it was like crisp and fresh in my mind, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I was thinking about it, and then over the next couple days, it just wouldn't go away. I dreamed about it again, and I kept thinking about it, and I was like, okay, there's something to this. So I started writing down the ideas, and the more I wrote down little ideas, the more ideas came to me. And you guys, this is going to be a 4-series series of 5 books each, so 20 books in the series, and it's all going to be fantasy and stuff like that. And so I've been working on that as well. I think most of you who have followed me for a while know that I love to create book covers. I did my own book covers for my books, and I think they turned out pretty well. And so I've been playing around with book covers for this series. I also have the book covers for the Maui Romance series done, but I've been playing around with the book covers for this new series. That's kind of my first step in writing. I even if it's not the final book cover, just to have something, a visual, for me is awesome. It helps my creativity so much. And so, yeah, so I've got all the book covers I'm working on, but I'm also working on each series. So it's going to be series 1, 2, 3 are going to follow certain characters, and then the 4th one is going to be a kind of a prequel to that, and which is kind of going to explain some of the things that happen in those 3 series. Yeah, I'm just so excited. So this is the amazing thing is I have all the characters. I have series summaries for the each series. I have I have a general idea of what each book is going to cover. So I'm really excited about this series, this fantasy series. I've always wanted to write fantasy. I grew up with fantasy. That was my favorite genre, is sci-fi and fantasy. And so, yeah, so I'm excited about this series set. So to do that, what I did is author Brittany Wang, she is doing a limited masterclass kind of thing on her process of how she did her series and published it and marketed it and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do that. It's what a blessing. And so she only chose I think there's only 15 of us that are actually gonna be in this class. So she only chose 15 people, and I'm so blessed and thankful that she chose me. So yeah, so that's gonna start in June. So I'm looking forward to that. She gave us some pre-class prep work to do, so I've been working on that. I just sent that to her. Yeah, so things are happening. It's not just oh well, lived in Lahaina, blah blah blah, boo-hoo. I am working on that, but I'm also playing with the other one, and that's helping me to keep focus. And so I know a lot of people, they stay with one book for the entire time they're writing. I generally do that too, but like I said, because I was trying to do this Loved in Lahaina with one point of view, it just was not coming, and it was not working, and it was driving me crazy, and it was making me kind of frustrated with the book because I couldn't figure out why I couldn't get my words and my ideas the way I wanted it. And then it hit me, oh, it's because I'm trying to tell it first person. And so this dallying into my fantasy series has really helped me to spark that creativity. So whatever works for you works, and don't let anybody tell you that you can't do 2 books at a time or 20 books at a time, or or you have to do other books and stuff. Just find your rhythm and go with that. And so yeah, so basically that's the writing update, and I'm so excited for when the classes start, and I will share stuff about that. Not anything too much because it is a class that you have to pay for, but I'm gonna be so excited. Anyway, so that's my book news. Maui news, let's see, there's not a whole lot that's been happening. The Lahaina Cannery Mall, they said that the food courts should be done in June or July. So that's exciting because they have not been, I think it's been 5 or 6 years since all the food section closed down over there. And it wasn't because of COVID, they closed before COVID. So yeah, so that's exciting. That's gonna be opening up. And that'll be nice because then we can go down there and get something to eat when we want to. And so yeah, so basically I'm trying to think. Like I said, it's been really nice and sunny. It did rain a couple days last week, and so everything's really green at the moment. But you know what? It turns brown really fast. So it's turning brown again. The Lahaina area is really the driest area on the island. So be warned if you come here for vacation, and if you want rainy, wet, cooler temperatures, then you want to go up country, or even over in Kihei, it's warm, but they have more rain over there in Kahului, or Napili, that area over that way. Yeah, so Lahaina's pretty dry. We love it here though. It's beautiful, especially with my view of the mountains outside of my my office. Like right now I'm watching the mountains, and so sometimes in the morning it's like misty and you can see the sunrise. It's really beautiful. We get rainbows, and yeah, and then that other window over there, I have a view of the ocean, so that's fun. and the island of Lanai. Yeah, so we're doing good here. We're just living and having fun and working and going to church and doing stuff that Brian and I were talking. We went yesterday. We went to the beach, like I said, and then we were gonna go get fish and chips, but it was closed. It doesn't open till 11, and Brian likes to go super early to the beach because otherwise the parking gets crowded. So, because it takes us about 45 minutes to drive from where we live over to the beach we go to in Kihei, and that's Keivakapu. If you see a W here in Maui or in Hawaii, it's pronounced with a V. So it's Kewa, but it's Keivakapu. And so we go over to Keivakapu Beach, and that's one of our favorite places to go. And so we went there yesterday, like I said, but we went early. And so the waves were like really breaking on the beach hard. And so Brian went out and snorkeled for a little bit, and he found a few of those finger corals, and I found hardly anything up on the shore, but I did find that little seashell. And then so we decided not to stay as long at the beach as what we normally would. So we were gonna go to the fish and chips place, which is over there in Kihei, and we would have had to have waited an hour and a half. And so we decided we didn't want to do that. So we went to Cool Cats Cafe. We drove all the way back here to Lahaina, Cool Cats Cafe, and we had a burger. And so that was fun. We sat and we watched the park, the Banyan Tree Park, and down the street and stuff. And so, yeah, so it's been nice. It's been nice to just, honestly, I know I'm a little stressed about the lack of work on my books, but gosh, it's been so nice just to relax and take some time off and enjoy the weather out here. Cause I mean, but yeah, so Brian and I were talking while we were eating, and we were like amazed that we live in Maui. I mean, we never dreamed that we'd actually be living in Maui. And it's just such a blessing, and we're so thankful that God led us here, and we know we're here for a reason, and we don't know what it is yet, but we're having fun in the meantime. So yeah, so it's been such a blessing. No, I did not cut my hair. I have it pulled back in a bun because it's warm, and I didn't want to deal with it blowing around my face while I walked, because it's been windy. It does get windy here, so yeah. So basically that's Maui. Nothing new or exciting or anything like that. So I'm just relaxing. I'm having fun, and I'm looking forward to a couple of friends that I met when I worked at Crazy Shirts. So they're coming out in August, and so I can't wait to see them. And yeah, so we're gonna try to get back to Arizona to see family there pretty soon, and so just stuff like that. I'm not gonna make promises about how many videos I post. It's just been crazy, like I said, and so I have the house to myself right now because my hubby is at the park service. We have a park service at the beach park, and they preach the gospel. They take the church service there. So he's there helping out with that. And so that gives me some time on early Sunday afternoons to just have to myself. So I think I'm probably gonna when I do videos, I'll probably do it on Sundays and then post it on Mondays, because I think I can schedule it to automatically post. And I think that might be the best option for me right now, just because it's, like I said, it's been crazy. And really the after Sunday morning service is the only time I have to myself. Because as you know, Brian also works here. The hubby, he's the director of maintenance, of area maintenance. You guys, these apartments are amazing. So they're low cost. They are, what's the proper wording? Tax credit workforce housing. And so it's been so nice. They have 3 of these apartments here on Maui. They're building a 4th one that'll probably be due open next year. And it's been so nice because honestly, Maui, it's a challenge to live here. There's not a lot of affordable housing for people who live here. And so these apartments are affordable housing. Of course, there's qualifications. You have to apply for them, and you have to meet their qualifications. But it's a blessing that this company has been building these. So anyway, I think that just about covers it. Yeah, I'm excited. So I think I've rambled on long enough. Yeah, so I'm a little scattered. I don't know what to do with myself. So anyway, so I'm gonna get this edited. I might, I'll get this scheduled, and it'll be up first thing in the morning. And I am so excited to have you with us. Give this video a thumbs up, share it, comment, do whatever you want with it. I'm looking forward to next week. I'm also changing, I did want to mention that. I'm also changing some of the ways that I'm doing my my prep work for my novels, like outlining and all that. So I'm probably going to end up sharing that too. But the biggest change that I did is that I was for the longest time trying to use my A5 binder because I have 4 of those plus 2 that I'm going to pick up when I go to the mainland to visit family. So I'll have 6 A5 binders, which I love. Honestly, the only binders that I like that are A5 are from Carpe Diem. I love their size. They're a little oversized for A5, but I just love the feel and the quality and stuff. And so I probably won't buy any other ones than those. So I was trying to do all my prep work in there, and I found that it was just too small. So I'm going back to the 8.5 by 11. And what I did is I picked these up. I picked these binders up. There's 4 of them, blue, green, gray, and pink. And yeah, I picked these up, and they have little pockets on the inside like that. And so they're just cute. So these are gonna be my series, my book binders. Pretty much I can fit an entire 4-book or 5-book series in here, and so probably more in the beginning. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing now, is I'm gonna do that. But I'm also changing, I'm going back to the way I used to do it a little bit, because honestly, I get distracted and I see something new and shiny and I have to go chase it. And so it's just messing with my creativity. I can't, because I love so many authors and their ways of doing things, but when I try to incorporate all their stuff into my stuff, the way I do things, it ends up not working as well. So I'm cherry picking things out that I like, and I'm combining that with the way I used to do it. And so I like to outline by chapter. It helps me to know and it keeps me focused to actually have it in that chapter. So I know exactly what's going to happen in chapter 1, what's going to happen. It's not it's not an entire outline. It's just the basic premise, like chapter 1, so-and-so, we meet so-and-so and they're doing this, and this issue comes up. So it's just like a little paragraph of something that happens during that chapter. So yeah, so that's basically it. I know I keep rambling. It's just because I haven't talked to you guys in forever. So I'm like, I gotta talk. Okay, I'll calm down. I'm gonna go make some tea, and I'm gonna get back to working on my fantasy series. And then hopefully I'll pick back up with Loved in Lahaina this week. If not, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna do a book when I get a book out. And so, but in the meantime, I really do appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you have a blessed and wonderful day and the rest of your week. I'll talk to you later. Mahalo.